Are we back?
Yep,
Guess who's back? Are we back?
All right.
I missed you guys.
Yes.
Oh my god. I missed you guys so much. Oh my god, I missed you so much.
All right.
We're back. What's
What?
good?
So people said we back.
No, I can see it now.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
We're back. What's good? What's up? I'm so happy. All right, let's wait on everybody to get back with us. We're going to wait on everybody to get back with us, and we're going to start this thing from the top.
All righty.
That wasn't our fault.
Y'all, we sorry. I see y'all chiming back in. I appreciate y'all for sticking with us.
Yeah.
We gonna give it a moment for some people to get back with us. All right, I see the numbers going up. Your favorite podcast is back. Facebook tried to play us, but we overcame.
Yep.
So listen, today we talking about those workplace romances.
Ooh.
Can they work? Do they work?
Should they work?
Should they work?
Should you do it? Should you not?
All right, let's start this thing over, fellas. Let's get
Let's
it.
go.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win.
Yo, y'all know that's why Facebook can't hold us down, because we came here to win.
Yep.
Look, shout out to your favorite relationship podcast, Best Relationship Podcast 2021.
The award winning.
Yes, sir. The award-winning Just Our Opinion with Robin.
Mike.
Oh, and Ty. I'm the technical person, so I'm here trying to make sure all the tech is working. My bad.
You back? You
Are
here?
you good now?
Yeah.
You good? All right.
Look, that
bet.
was a long pause.
Bet.
And time.
Listen, shout out to our sponsor, Dinner Thieves.
Yes.
Kicking it with us for the month of October. Make sure y'all check them out on their website. Check them out. Make sure y'all follow them on Facebook.
Absolutely.
While we riding with Dinner Thieves, but we gonna get this thing started, because I feel like y'all waited long enough, and y'all roll with us, and y'all stuck with us, and y'all just waited on us to get it together so y'all could ride with us tonight. And y'all know what? I messes with y'all for that. That's why I love y'all. That's why I mess with y'all. So let's get right into this topic today.
Okay.
We talking about them relationship romances.
No, at the workplace.
So we got a comment from Jonathan, and it says, y'all need a wire hanger and some aluminum foil. Back in the day, that fixed everything.
Yeah.
That fixed
We relying
everything.
too much on technology.
That's, you know what?
I
We over
guess
here with
so.
all this fancy thousands of dollars worth of technology, and you right. That's exactly what we need. A wire hanger and some
Yep.
aluminum foil.
And
We'd have had
duct
all,
tape.
and some
duct
duct tape. We'd have had all this fixed by
If
now.
you can't duck it, truck
Listen, chuck it if you can't duck
Duck
it.
it, right.
So listen, let's get into this topic, y'all. Fellas, Mike, we gonna swing it to you, because you
Okay.
got beat up on last week.
Wait, aren't we starting a little early? Although we jacked up, we can't
don't-
Oh,
forget.
you
Yeah.
know what? You
right.
right.
Can't
You
forget.
right. I'm trying to jump in because I know our people been waiting on us, but we need y'all to do something for us first. DJ, hit it. Yo.
Yeah. Even from the bounce back.
Here we go. Come on,
Yo,
people,
yo,
do
yo.
something for me.
Share the page.
Share the page.
What? Share the page. What? Share the page.
Make sure you like and follow.
This what I need y'all to do for me today.
Today,
I need y'all to take a minute and share that page.
share that page.
Share it with your girl. Share it with her mom.
Moms.
Share it with your baby mom, even if you owe her. Give her her money and then share the page. Call her grandma and tell her make some greens. While she make the greens, tell her to share the page.
Share the
What
page.
we need y'all to do is share the page.
Share the page. I'm mad you said.
And if your grandma really can cook greens, stop by.
We for real want them greens though. Like this is not a joke. We kind of hungry.
Share them greens. Share the greens. And don't forget the mac and cheese.
Throw some yams on that plate.
Y'all know it's almost that time. Soon as
Soon as we get past this Halloween thing, it's time to eat. Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
Yes, sir. So listen.
Okay.
We talking about these work relationships, okay?
Listen.
And that's a tricky one because we've all tried it. You know what I'm saying? So let's set some people free. Let's share some experiences. Let's say what we learned from this thing because I can guarantee everybody at this table done tried that.
Don't
try it.
Do it. Absolutely.
Wait, Ty, maybe we should go to you first.
Listen. I'm gonna let him have it. Go ahead, Ty.
So, Ty, what you think?
Y'all know I met my last wife at work, so you know I don't discriminate no place. I will pimp everywhere. And I have to say this, I already prayed to Jesus about this one, but I already asked for forgiveness. But there had been a time when Pastor called everybody up for altar call.
You know what? Nope. Next person.
I already asked for forgiveness.
You got numbers?
But she was cute. Yeah. I was looking for me a sanctified sister, and I got her number while standing in altar call.
So you feel like it ain't no place.
So it ain't nowhere.
No safe place.
No safe place.
I don't know where my blessing gonna be from.
It could go down.
If it can come from church, it can come from work.
Oh, okay. Church and work.
All right, Mike, what you think?
I listen, it complicate things to a whole nother level if you try to do something like that. First of all, if you let's say you like the person or whatever, then that person goes talking, then it just caused so much conflict because now y'all work together.
That's just called a referral.
But
hey, referrals come in
but
handy.
also the referral could cause people to catch feelings and cause conflict in the workplace.
That's because you giving out BDRs, or they bragging to the next person. Then that's a referral.
Okay, but then them two people have an issue. Now they bring an issue
got nothing
to
do with me.
Hey, you can get fired
for being good at my job.
Hey.
What job, Ty? What job? We don't pay you to be slanging D.
Being fruitful.
That is not a job. You cannot call.
Then you ain't being
we don't pay you to be slanging. Okay, so all right. Okay, so I dated this guy I worked with once, right? Mm. And for a minute, it was gravy. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, you know what I'm saying? We get to walk around the office and flirt with each other. Right. And you know what I'm saying? You know, the little pinch on the booty, the little touch as you walking past the...
Until Shanique will come and do the same thing to him. No. Or John come and do the same thing to you and he see it.
No, so the way it got bad was because it was fine when we were, when we were getting along. You know what I'm saying? As long as we were in a good place in our relationship, we were in a good place at work. But like any other issue that you have in your personal life, it can spill over at work. Yep, like, so if you have a bad day at work, you have a bad day at home, you come into work and you got a chip on your shoulder. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like times 10 if your bad day at home works with you. You know what I'm saying?
And you like, give me my statement. Right. And they like, no.
Yeah, and you walking past their desk knocking papers off of it.
Stupid self.
You know no
reason.
And one thing I gotta say, give me a close up.
Okay.
Y'all know I just got back from Cancun, and I gotta thank our Heavenly Father for this sun glow.
Take away his close up, because I want to know why.
Because I didn't think I could tan this way.
This dude, I picked him up from the airport. On the side note, he talking about he think he look Dominican now.
I do kind of look Dominican.
No, you don't.
Not with that hair.
Glow. I'm talking about the shade of my skin. It got even too, boy.
Jesus.
I was in the sun.
Can we move on?
Yes, we can.
Can we move on?
That was my workplace.
No, it wasn't. Anyway,
I work from home anywhere. My workplace.
Anyway,
you. It's complicated. I say don't do it. My whole advice is stay far.
So okay, all right. So here's the thing. I have to kind of play devil's advocate in this thing because my dad was my mom's boss.
Oh, I never known that.
Yeah, so they met. My dad my mom worked for my dad, and my dad was an old school player. You know what I'm saying?
Gene, you want to race?
my dad was an old school player, so he finagled with that young thing, and they ended up with 30 awesome years together and kids and a life together. So I have to say that at some level it can work.
Right.
So I guess it's our job right now and our fans' job right now to help each other figure out at what level can this actually work.
The only way I can see it working is that there is a clear, defined understanding that when we at work, we are at work.
That is that sounds good.
That makes it boring.
That sound good in theory, but if you can't bend me over a conference room table while ain't nobody else in the office, I don't necessarily want to date somebody I work with.
Right. If I can't come to you and be like, let's go to lunch,
and then y'all both get fired.
No,
you can have workplace romances.
If they don't have a non-fraternizing rule,
then you can fraternize.
You don't supposed to fraternize you supposed to be working.
You can be working, but every now and again
you can be working and working it.
Right. You at your desk, she at her desk, you give her that wink, and she knows it's time for that 15-minute break.
Listen to him. Listen to him.
I'm just saying. Because
of course that'll be exciting. Don't get me wrong. It'll be exciting, but is it worth it for all the other stuff that could potentially go wrong?
You
so
got
wait a minute,
that in any relationship.
We can't just not do stuff for the potential of stuff going wrong, because at the end of the day, something gonna go wrong no matter what in any situation. In any relationship. If I've learned anything sitting at this table every week talking about different scenarios, there's always a can go wrong.
Yeah.
No matter what, there's always a can go wrong.
Right.
So for me, like I said, with the workplace relationship, I could totally see the spice in it. You know what I'm saying? But then I could also see, so for example, we've been working from home since March, right? Mm-hmm. So technically,
you got a workplace romance.
I have a workplace romance. Well, at the end of the day, I get tired of being around you now. Like literally, I'm around you while I'm working. I'm around you when I get, you know what I'm saying, at home. Dog, I just need some space and some me time, because us being locked up together all the time is hard.
I mean, that's just what this pandemic has done. It made you or break you, or it's one of them situations. But to bring that to the to the workplace, okay, so how you go to you at work and they consider, oh, that's your work wife or your work husband, this, that, and the other. Imagine if that was really a thing, and not just it could be not thing. Just
I had a dude whose wife used to make him lunches, and he would tell her he wanted 2 sandwiches and stuff like that because he would be bringing me lunch that his wife made.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that. But we did say that, okay, so some of us agree that you can have work relationships, some of us don't. But we asked, what are those rules, or are there rules? So if we had to think about it, what would be one of those rules of a workplace romance? And y'all in the comments help us out. So
for me, I think my first rule of a workplace romance is that we don't live together. I can't be your boo at, you know what I'm saying, we work together and I gotta come home to you.
You can't do boo 24/7.
I need some space.
Some unboo time.
I want some unboo time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hashtag unboo.
Unboo time. Hashtag unboo time. I definitely need some unboo time. So I think that type of stuff work well when you're dating, when y'all, you know what I'm saying, when y'all in that cute little dating stage. But if we talking about getting married, nah, dog, somebody gotta find a new job, or somebody gotta get transferred, or something.
So your rule is it's okay to work together and all through the dating stage, but once you go to the next level, it's nah.
Right. Yeah,
so
who
either at home
or either at work.
Yeah, I can't be with you at both. It's got to be one or the other.
That's why you
can't
live together.
Yeah.
So then who has to quit or find a new job?
For me, it would depend on who has the more seniority, who's making the most money.
Oh, okay.
That would have to be you know what I'm saying? or if it's somewhere you can transfer to, who does the whose career does the transfer advance? You know what I'm saying? Like, if the transfer is a good move for my career because there may not be a management position open at my particular location, but if I transfer to, you know, this location over here, I can go to management. If you're already in management over here, you know, then that's when, you know, we sit down and have that conversation on who transfers. Now, if it's a all out, somebody has to find a new job because there's nowhere to transfer to, then again, that it comes down to a financial decision between us two, because if it comes to that, then now we're at a position where we're trying to build a life together. So we have to make these financial decisions together.
And yeah, okay, so what's rule number 2? Pop us with a rule, Mike.
I think that a good rule would be that during the dating stage, like let's say y'all work sales. Now, quite naturally, you got to meet and greet and kind of be a little, you know, I guess if you're a good
flirty, yeah.
So you can't get mad at me or I get mad at you while I'm at work working my magic, and vice versa. Because as soon as Boom Boom Belinda come in and I got to talk to her about this, that, and the other, I don't need you over here giving me negative energy. I can feel the heat on my neck, on my back, and vice versa.
Yeah, so your rule kind of coincides with my rule of leave your feelings at home.
Leave your feelings at home.
Right.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean,
because you can't, like,
just because it's a workplace romance don't mean we're actually in a relationship.
So
we're just having fun while we at work.
So interestingly enough, you know, we own a couple businesses together. My husband and I own a couple businesses together. And so technically speaking, there's times where we have to work together. There's times where we have to do business together. We have to sit at a table together. And a lot of people that we do business with know that we're married, right? But we have people that will blatantly flirt with one or the other, you know what I'm saying? And it could be their personality. It could be that they for real might be shooting a shot, you know, on a trying to be funny type situation, whatever the case may be. But my husband and I had a situation where we were doing business with this certain person, and we knew that the reason I was advancing in this particular area was because this person had a thing for me. We knew it. We had established it. Hey. We had talked about it. Like, we had a nickname for him. We called him Candy Girl. You know the song Candy Girl? Yeah, I'm my world. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about it. We established it. But I was advancing, you know what I'm saying, and making good money in what I was doing, while we knew that the reason I was getting this special treatment and stuff from this particular person was because he had a thing for me. We knew it. We had established it. So
y'all was able to recognize it. We
talked about it. And we were fine as long as we both knew and were honest with the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, use it for what it's worth. Use it to get our business to where we need it to be, to get our book of business, to get everything to where we need it to be, but don't cross the line.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so with that being said, that makes me think of another question. Is it okay, and I'm not just asking us, I'm asking everybody out there as well, is it okay and or would you sleep your way to the top?
Ooh. Ooh.
In corporate America, I mean,
corporate McDonald's. You trying to get up to the top?
Ain't nobody trying to bust it open to get up to fries, bro.
Listen, this week I'm mopping floors. Next week it's on fries.
It's like, nah, bro.
But is it okay and or would you sleep your way to the top?
Okay, before I was saved and before I was married, I might have. If I knew busting, okay, this is before way back, before I was saved, before I was married. If I knew busting it open with the CEO was going, you know what I'm saying, make me the vice president. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and let's say I work for Facebook, right?
Right.
And you know, if I bust it open for Mark, you know what I'm saying?
To become COO.
You know what I'm saying? I become COO of Facebook. I might have had to bust it open.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a tough. I just feel like
it ain't tough
I feel like
for me.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it.
They feel like they own you. They can make you and they can break you. They like, I built you. I got you here.
Here's the thing. Once I got a few years under my belt, one thing you can't break is that experience on my resume.
Yeah.
That's what you
I mean,
can't break.
But I've been all these years. I've been busting it open for free.
You waiting for the perks and benefits.
Right. If my 401k get better, I get a couple of more zeros. All right.
Like I said, in a past life,
It ain't even got to be a past life.
in a past for me, in a past life, I might have did that. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I've been, this loving holy wife all my life. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that. And that's one thing that I will not do on this show. I will not sit here and act like that I've been where I am and where I'm trying to go all my life. I'm gonna be real with y'all, and to be quite honest with you, there was a point in my life. Well, yeah, I'd have busted open for that.
Yeah. We got a couple of comments. Dante say, "No, ain't no cakes worth that. I'm sorry."
Oh, just our relevant opinion.
We got more comments from Miranda. She says, "If it's possible, yes."
So we got a comment from Scandinavia, and it says, "Well, I think if it's that easy, you will not be the only one the opportunity is offered to." And here's the thing: that's fine.
Like I say, I've been busting it open for free.
That's fine. If he gonna advance us all, I'm gonna be looking at her like, "Girl, hey, assistant VP."
You got a group effort going on.
I know how you got yours.
Stupid. No.
I'm just saying, because what I'm not gonna do is sit on this show ever and lie to y'all. I'm not gonna sit up in front. I'm not gonna sit up here and be fake. So I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like that there was not times in my life where that type of stuff was, a consideration. Like now, absolutely not. First of all, I got a little bit of money now. I ain't really worried about it right now. You know what I'm saying? Second of all,
I've never been offered to bust it open for a raise.
See, but because you're not a woman. You're not a woman. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but that type of stuff happened for us more than y'all.
Well, one of my bosses in my review, I was sitting in her office. She did call me cute. She was like, "With your cute self." I was like,
Workplace harassment.
Now, here's the thing. It's a little harder now. I wouldn't advise none of y'all to go out and do this now because that Me Too.
Yeah.
Look, that it's a wrap. Don't do it. It's a bad idea.
Listen.
You can't even say
No, you can't
Dude.
do
Walk by
nothing.
anymore.
You
can't
can't
even
do
stare.
nothing.
You
no
can't
more.
even stare. Like, you can't even give a compliment. Really?
No.
I mean, being a guy, I've always had employees, and most of my employees were females. So when they were inappropriately dressed, you have to have somebody else in the office with you to have that conversation.
Well, here's the thing.
Like,
as a
excuse
manager, even now I have to do
Yeah.
that. Like when I have to do reprimands or anything like that, I have to have a third party because I don't want anything being misconstrued. I don't want anybody saying I said anything or did anything. Like, you have to be so careful
Right.
now with that workplace thing.
So to tie this back to kind of like our topic, what if you got to reprimand the person that you work together with this person? So now you got to have that conversation with the person that you kicking it with or you spending time with. Like, where do you draw that line? Like,
Well, don't-
hire your
get with somebody on your level. Don't get with an employee.
Truth.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, if you a manager, you
Yeah.
can't just
Date a manager. Don't
Right.
date under.
Right. Don't go under.
But sometimes the managers don't be fine. It be y'all, it be the ones that be behind the counter that be like, because the manager she ain't hot. It's the ones that's like,
Excuse me. I am people's boss and
Come
I'm
in
hot.
they thought clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, like, Brenda, let me talk to you. So we've had some complaints. I'm not complaining. I'm not a complainer. I could appreciate and I respect that you was born that way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
you
That
about
right
to lose
there,
your job.
you about to go down.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job.
Yup.
I guess that's why I ain't got no more employees.
You about to
done ran them all
lose your
away.
job.
I remember my female employees got mad at me. We were talking about Me Too's. And I was like, yeah, I can't do this Me Too stuff. That's why I only hire nickels.
Dad, Ty, I'm surprised you still have a job.
And he was like, I mean, what if you think about it? You can't hire nobody super fine. What I was just trying to say, just to keep yourself out of trouble, you can't be hiring super fine females.
Listen.
I was like, I only hire nickels, and I hired all of them.
Ty, I'm shocked you even still
I would have got
have
up and
a
walked out.
job.
I would have got up and walked out.
How they didn't stage a walkout behind that?
Right.
Well, I could have been fired if I didn't have stuff on them, because I will always tell them, y'all can go ham on me. You know, if y'all want to crack jokes on me, feel free. But just know when I give it back to you, I'm going to the edge. I ain't going to fall off. So they used to always call me Blueberry because of my weight, and I wore a blue suit. But we had a real skinny employee and we had a thick employee.
You are not going to be number 10 in your employees.
No, and I told them too, I said, the only thing missing between you two is medium.
You should be fired, sir. Immediately.
I don't know how you still got a job. I don't know how on
Listen,
earth you kept
you
your
can't
job.
even have-
The views of Ty is not the views
Listen.
of his,
If you
or just
gonna
our
give it,
opinion.
you better
Well,
be able to
that-
take it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, look, there was a situation at this is the why I'm against it. Because it's like, oh no, we cool. This is cool. Da 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 da. I could handle this. I'm da da da. The moment that person
Somebody get mad,
start catching feelings, now you causing an uproar in the whole store. Like everybody's mad, everybody's upset because you the only person who got a problem. Everybody else is chill, but you have so much of a problem now. You causing tension throughout the whole office. So no, stay away from it.
Listen, I pick my jobs, and it's funny because my career path that I took, never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
You only hire nickels too. Be safe. Hire nickels.
Don't hire some super fine. But that's no different than
dimes.
listen, like if you need like house help or somebody to come
Hire
in and
a
clean
nickel.
or somebody to babysit or watch your kids.
Listen.
A nickel.
You cannot under no circumstances go for the fine and sexy. No,
Listen.
you gotta
Like I said,
First of all, when it
I'm
comes
going
to
to
my
get Gertrude.
when it comes to my house help, first of all, I need some old lady watching my kids, and I need some old lady cleaning my house, because what I don't want is for me to have to be the boss because it ain't gonna be the Me Too movement at that point. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
Something else.
Yeah, it's gonna be something completely different. And here's the thing: I always told my husband, like, we can have a fine nanny as long as I can have a yard guy.
No.
a pool boy.
You know what I'm
No.
saying? Like, I need a guy to
We
come
don't
and do
need-
our yard.
we don't
Like,
need none of that.
don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I got respect for our yard guy now, but I think my husband knew what he was doing when he hired our landscaper.
Yeah.
I look out the window and close my blinds real.
Yeah, I can't have a fine nanny or fine housekeeper. I can't be trying to get fresh every morning with cologne on before the nanny come. Just 'cause she fine. I'm getting haircuts every day. Make sure I'm extra smooth, clothes all looking fresh. No, at
That's
home,
stressful.
too.
That's
I
stressful.
know.
That's stressful.
That's why you got to get a nickel where you don't care how you look.
I actually agree with that. Interestingly
Get a
enough,
nickel because you
Get
don't.
a nickel. Be
I actually
safe.
agree with
Hire a
that.
nickel.
I actually agree with that. Sadly, but
So you can. It's safe to date somebody at the workplace as long as they're a nickel.
No,
no,
I didn't say
no.
date a nickel.
You hire nickels so you won't
if
be
you the
tempted.
boss, you hire nickels.
So you won't even have that temptation. But okay, I saw a comment. And I'm about to find it.
Wait, Scandinavia said, what about somebody with a beautiful personality? I ain't trying to hit your personality.
The views that are expressed
By Ty are not the views of Just Our Opinion
I have to
podcast.
keep saying that. I'm gonna program a button. I promise you, I'll program.
We need to
I'm
have DJ with a sound effects that say
We
that.
have that disclaimer when it first come on.
No.
and when it
We
first
need
come
one
on.
specifically for you.
Your personality can be beautiful, but that ain't what I'm trying to hit.
So
I love it.
So Scandinavia actually made a comment a little earlier, and they say, I think plant life workplace romance is a no-go. And I actually have to disagree with that, but I guess I would have to disagree with the old school, because I know a lot of old school couples that met at the plant. Worked together for 30
down
years.
at the plant.
But this new school plant life, like, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know too many people that work at the plant now. So it may be something different now. But like I said, my parents met at the plant. My dad was my mom's boss, and they had 30-something beautiful years together, 3 beautiful kids, and a life together. We
living in a day and time where we just too jealous now. Like, any little thing will set us off. Why you all smiling at her all the time? Why you bring her a pencil sharpener? Why you bring her a pencil? Why she can't go get her own coffee or he?
I don't think people are more jealous now than what they were before. I think we have too much access to each other. Where we're absolutely on there, we're looking at their Facebook page, we're looking at their Instagram, why they posting this picture, who in their DMs, all that information, who's calling them.
Yeah, so absolutely.
It's just making people more and more
It's
insecure.
making people crazy. Like, seriously, it's making people crazy.
If you don't get your stuff lined up, for sure don't get into no workplace. Because, you at work, I want to be able to have the freedom to
play the field.
Yeah, like just have casual conversation without having to worry about how it's going to affect somebody else.
But here's the thing else. At work, most of the time, unless you're at a plant, it's not a lot of 8 and 9s at where you work at. You may have one, and everybody else is nickels. So
see, I work in a predominantly female field. I'm in human resources.
Come do a talk at your job.
I'm in human resources. So human resources is predominantly female.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just always been something that I honestly just never really had to deal with during my career, because I can probably count on one hand how many guys I've actually worked with directly in my career.
See, I worked in sales, so it was always like a mixture. So, and then of course, you in the office, y'all get to know each other. It might be like, oh, let's go grab lunch. You taking your lunch when I'm taking my lunch, this, that, and the other. Now, what if my quote unquote girl or whatever ain't her lunch hour? She, ain't with mine. So now I'm going to lunch with the crew, and she ain't going, but she got a problem with girl.
Why are you dating the workplace romance? When you say y'all got to date and be in a relationship, it's just fun, exciting time.
Oh, well, that's,
I thought we was talking about this across the board.
Yeah, like
dating?
I thought we was talking about this across the board. Like, Tato never think about relationships. He just like, he had a point in his life where that's just not where his mind goes.
He's just like, you ain't got to have no titles.
You don't. It could just be fun and exciting.
Okay, so if that's the case, then your argument is way off. You don't have no business saying nothing to me if that's the case. If it ain't no title,
at home.
If there's no title, if we just workplace banging,
that's easy.
Oh, that's simple. That's simple. Stay in your lane.
Love.
Like, stay in your lane if we workplace banging.
Right. You can go all the way out of here with that. I don't owe you no explanations whatsoever. So, yeah, with that,
and
that's
to be
easy.
honest with you, a lot of the workplace banging happens with 2 married people anyway.
Yeah, now that's crazy.
Like the workplace, the true workplace bangs. Yeah, it's the sneaky links.
Yeah, we both got something to lose.
We both got something to lose, so everybody better act like they got some sense. Yeah,
like we both got nukes.
Yeah. So I will blow your spot, you blow mine, and that's kind of where it is. But that can cause even its own set of problems, though, because this is what people need to take into consideration when you start talking about these workplace romances. Though, you have to remember that you spend more time with the people you work with than you do with your spouse.
And you know what's messed up too? Here's the difference about the workplace and the spouse or the person at home. Typically, every time you see the workplace person, especially if you work in a professional environment, they're coming put together. So you're seeing their best appearance.
Always.
They always looking nice. You don't never see no headscarf.
You don't see the headscarf.
Right, so
you don't see the crust in the eyes when they wake up in the morning.
Every day
you see them
fine.
after they done did everything.
Makeup and everything.
Absolutely.
So, and then you go home to headscarf.
You see them in heels all the time.
Right.
You see them in nice fitted, dresses or jeans or whatever the case may be all the time. You see them in tailored suits, and every time you see them, it's the representative. Because let's be honest, we all have our work representative at work. You know what I'm saying?
So they're at their best.
They're always at their best, personality wise, looks wise. You don't really know them for real. Yeah, absolutely. And that could be a whole nother set of problems.
Hang with me outside of work. And
of course, you want them to hang with you outside of work.
So you do know, let's discuss that, because that's how a lot of workplace romances start.
Yeah.
A lot of workplace, it's the Christmas party.
Drinking.
It's the Christmas party. It's the, hey, let's go grab a drink after work. You know what I'm saying?
Let's celebrate your promotion.
Right. It's supposed to be a group of us, and then, it end up being so-and-so couldn't make it. And that's how these things start. Like, that is truly, and the Christmas party is a big one.
Yep.
The Christmas party is probably the mecca of how workplace bangs start. Down. Yes, that's probably the mecca of how all this gets started. Because when I was in sales, I sat at our Christmas party one year and was like, oh, y'all out here for real trying to figure out who you going home with at the Christmas party. Yeah. Or at least who you about to spend the next few hours with at the Christmas party. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you should get passes on the Christmas
party. When I was in investment sales at my employer, every year they would have a huge investment party celebrating people's success. All type of vendors would come. They would have it at like Dave and Buster or whatever, but they would give you free food and the company would pay for the alcohol. So it's free alcohol. And it used to be all types of hookups going on after that thing.
I mean, think about the movie Beyonce was in, her and Idris.
Oh, well, now that chick was crazy.
Well, no, she was crazy, but think about where she shot her shot at was at the Christmas party.
The Christmas party.
That's where she shot her original, where she for real got aggressive. No, he pushed her off of him and then went home. You thinking about the wrong movie.
Oh, okay.
Are you thinking about Why Did I Get Married? And he brung the secretary on the trip.
This one.
No, but that's where, like, she caught him in the bathroom stall.
Yeah.
And that's where she shot her. She, for real. And their company had a no spouses allowed Christmas party. So it was like they company knew that the Christmas party is where it goes down at. You know what I'm saying?
Workplace retreats.
Well, what's crazy is I worked for a company once, and we had two different parts of our Christmas party. And the first couple parts of our Christmas party, our spouses was not allowed. They was allowed to meet us at the very last place we went to. We went to 3 different places that night. It was all drinking, all food. But our spouses were only allowed at the very last place we went to.
Wow. They already
when we had those investment parties, spouses wasn't allowed. It was only people that worked in that investment arena and different vendors. And then working in finance, I mainly worked around a bunch of women, and most of the vendors was women. And then you got free drinks, people doing shots after shots of free Patron.
So if y'all work for the same company and y'all both got to go to this party and y'all know like y'all technically ain't supposed to be hooking up, how do you handle that situation? Because now you at this party, she at this party, and it's getting crazy.
Like, and it probably most likely it was a lot of people hooked up at those parties.
Well, okay.
Went to hotels or
so when I worked we own an insurance agency, and that's a predominantly male dominated field. So with me being a female in insurance business, and a agency owner as a female in insurance business, I'm constantly with kind of this bullseye on me. You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons that I kind of am able to slide in and out of stuff though is because my husband is well known in this industry as well. So they all know who he is. They know whose wife I am, you know, so that's something I usually don't have to worry about. But I've had
Those newbies
in
that
my career, out of, you know, all of the different situations I've been in my career, in insurance is where I've been hit on the most. Well, that's where I've had the most, you know, people try me in that workplace thing.
Well, I would have to say, although I met my wife at the at work and everything, you know, we didn't hook up or anything like that. We didn't get together. Actually, she hopped in my DMs.
I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did.
And she was like, "What are you doing on here?" That's all I needed.
From what are you doing on here?
It was on and popping because she was hot. I wanted to get a piece of that anyway. I seen her. A bunch of us did. I was just the only one with the game to lock it down.
Okay, Ty.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, it worked for a while. Until it didn't. I had a good, 10, 12, 13 years. It was a good run while it lasted.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Got that premium circle. Luxury brand circle.
Hey, look.
So where are we on this? Like how do you have to make this, like, okay, let's say you do it. How do you make it work?
Proceed with caution. I'm with team proceed
It worked
with caution.
several, like I said, it worked several times with me, you know.
Several.
I mean, I got married from
you
one.
a serial workplace.
Where my blessings are is where I will be. Like I said,
With these guys. Dude.
So, like, for example, like my husband used his job to hit on chicks. Like, he was that guy. Like, I'm like, he can talk that junk if he wants to. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because he got a smart comment in our inbox talking about your wife hopped in your DM too. So he gonna come for me. He found out I did HR, and he gonna come for me like he was trying to take me out to get my job, you know, as an insurance plug. And that was, you know what I'm saying, that might have been part his reason, right. But don't be trying to use your job to slide in my DM, because that's honestly what happened. Let's not front like it was me. Like, don't be trying to use your job to slide in my DM.
I could have got fired. Like, I activated the phone and I programmed my number and called and text Quinn. Like, hey, I'm just trying to make sure your service was good.
But she didn't work with you though.
I know, but see, that's what I'm saying. like, but as if she, let's say she had wasn't feeling it, I violated her privacy because I put my phone number in her phone, like my personal phone.
Yeah. You did,
and I called her.
That ain't no workplace. You was getting at an customer.
I wish you would call my doggone phone talking about some. Is your phone working?
Yep. Still thought I was slick.
Yeah, no, yeah, we had beef. I'm the ring alarm chick.
Now you're gonna give me $1,000 worth of credit, or I'm telling.
Oh! I need all my accessories.
You know,
I need every bill credit you got.
Well, my wife was so good to me. It was such an amazing blessing that I was up for a promotion at the branch that she was at, that I turned it down. I chose her and that premium circle over a promotion.
Dang, bro.
Yeah,
because you wanted to stay at the same branch as her, or
no? If the promotion was at the branch, so I would have been her boss.
So he had to leave.
Yeah, so I chose to stay where I was at, not take the promotion. So I chose the woman over the promotion.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, it was well worth it. Like I say, that was some luxury. Maybach. That's the Rolls Royce.
We get it, Ty. We get it.
Rolls Royce.
So let's hit these final thoughts, fellas.
Right.
Mike, what's your final thought?
Like I said, I'm definitely I'm team proceed with caution. Like, don't do it. If y'all two are not mentally capable of this workplace fling, relationship, marriage, or whatever, if you can't make that work, don't do it. I'm team no. No, we're not.
You team no?
I'm team no.
All right, Ty. Where you at?
I'm team yes. Don't let work, church, grocery store, nowhere block your blessings. If Jesus gonna give it to you at work, that's where I'm taking it. If he gonna give it to you at church, that's where I'm taking it too. And I don't see why y'all turning y'all eyes up at me. They say you can find a good woman at church. They ain't say it just gotta be in the pew after or before church. If it's gonna be at altar call, if she coming for a healing, yeah, maybe she praying for a man.
And you gonna
and
be
I
that
went right up there, right on
instant
time.
blessing.
Right.
He was an on time.
You may
You
not
think
call
my
when
God
you
in
want
all
to.
his glory.
Yes. You praying for a man and I'm coming to deliver. So don't be eyeballing me because I gave you some love during altar call.
Oh, Jesus.
You need to go back to Cancun.
Inappropriate.
That ain't inappropriate.
All right, so for me, I think there's a line. So I really believe that you have to, and not just that there's a line, you have to know the line. If we talking about a work jump off, there has to be communication. There has to be a clear understanding. If we're talking about a relationship, like I said, for me, I can't be married to somebody I got to see all day at work. So that's just me. I can't do the all day at work, then come home all day. And then that just bothers me. I can't be around people like that. But, you know, I'm a little bit on the antisocial side anyway. So that's just me. But I really believe that communication is key in that situation. I believe that everybody needs to be on the same page. I'm not for or against work relationships. I just feel like it can get messy. So be careful and proceed with caution.
Hey, somebody agreed with me this week.
So y'all both can be wrong.
Or you can be wrong.
Man. Like I say, Jesus gave me blessings. I got a wife from work. And I got a blessing from church. So, where you want to bless me, I shall receive.
You know what? Shout out to our sponsor.
Yep.
Dinner Thieves for rocking with JOO for the whole month of October.
Yes.
So make sure y'all order y'all some Dinner Thieves. They also sell it at Yum Village and
It is absolutely delicious.
on Woodward. So make sure y'all check out that Dinner Thieves. Even if you're not a big whiskey drinker, you definitely want some of this for Christmas, because I just thought about the fact that how good this is going to be with eggnog.
Actually, no, let's make our own eggnog. Mix that Dinner Thieves with that LS.
Yes.
And call it our own eggnog.
Yes, that'll
Skip the
probably be
eggs.
that'll probably
Put a
be
little
delicious.
vanilla in there too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with it. I'm
Make
with
your
it.
might have to
own.
do that.
No.
So, make sure y'all hit up our sponsor, Dinner Thieves. Make sure y'all check them out on Facebook. Make sure y'all follow them on Facebook. Make sure y'all order y'all some bottles. Like I said, they're selling it at Yum Village as well. Make sure y'all hit up our merchandise, the I Said What I Said collection. We also got those hoodies the JO hoodies that's about to drop soon. So
the
be on the
winter time.
lookout for those, because we definitely need our wintertime hoodies.
I know.
JO, let's get some Letterman jackets. And Ty, don't say nothing. But let's get some. JO about to rock some Letterman jackets.
I know, I want a Letterman
with the logo on the back, our
Yeah.
names on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to rock us some Letterman jackets.
And if you used to cheerlead in college and you want to come audition to be in the background cheering every time I give some of this gospel, hop in them DMs.
I cannot with this guy.
Bring your own uniform.
See? Now
And
you
I'm
want-
okay if you get it at Cyrillus.
Where?
Cyrillus. Yeah.
Are you done? Are you finished? Or are you
Are
done?
you finished or are you done? All right. Look, thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank y'all for sticking with us through the technical issues we
Yep,
was having
yep.
earlier. We appreciate y'all because we know y'all love us. We know we y'all favorite podcast. Y'all award-winning relationship favorite podcast.
Yes, yes.
Soon as we get our award, we putting that boy in the middle of the table, and it's gonna be there for the rest of the season.
Right.
So thank you for rocking with us today. This has been Just Our Opinion with Robin.
Mike.
And Ty.
Deuces.
Peace.
Peace.
Just Our Opinion with Robin, Mike, and Ty is available on YouTube, Instagram, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, Facebook, and many more. Join us live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. or listen to us wherever you enjoy podcast. And please like, share, and follow.